Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble Pilgrim's Bounty Guide, I'm going to take a look at the challenge to kill Gobble with a blast from the Mounatineer. So that's the Mountaineer. And this was really a fun one. This is the army that I have been using for this challenge. So again, I'm running Jaina and I'm running Execute. So Jaina and Execute are going to deal the majority of damage to Gobble. And then the attempt is that we're going to get Gobble very low. And then we're going to drop a Mountaineer. And Mountaineer is going to shoot Gobble once. And Gobble is going to die to that shot. And it's actually easier to pull off than you would imagine. Because doing it with this comp, I have roughly a 50% success rate in actually getting that last hit for the Mountaineer. Other than the Mountaineer, I have Quillboar here, I have Harpies. So again, I can get a lot of stuff destroyed with Quillboar and Harpies, but also Harpies are quite fragile, so I can get rid of them if necessary. And then I have a Dark Miner and I have a Blizzard here as well. I'm off-slotting some of the minis, so I'm lowering the overall level of the army, and I'm using the Mountaineer in a boost slot, so I'm trying to get the Mountaineer to be as high level as possible, so it will deal as much damage as possible, so that Gobble doesn't have to be as low. And I have footage of actually 2 kills with this comp on 2 different maps on 2 different accounts. So let's go take a look at how to kill Gobble with the Mountaineer in action. First up, we're going to do this on Vultros, and on Vultros you really want to take all the towers. You don't want the enemy to be in control of the towers, you don't want enemy towers hitting the Gobble, and you also don't want the enemy to be able to deploy minis there. And for this one, you also want to be able to deploy your Mountaineer whenever Gobble starts to be low. So this is probably one of the best maps to do this in. 3 towers, well, that's your base, and then 2 other towers. So you have a lot of control on when Gobble is taking damage, where it's taking damage, and then you can just drop the Mountaineer at the right time. But here we go, dropping some Jainas, dropping some Executes on Gobble. Gobble goes around. I've managed to take 1 tower so far. I really should be taking the other one as well, but I'm actually not sure if I ended up getting that here, because there's so many minis coming and I want to defend my own tower as well and stuff like that. So here we go. Keep dealing some damage to Gobble. Gobble is pretty low right now. I'm considering whether I'm in a good position to drop the Mountaineer, but I decided that this lap is not yet the time. So obviously it will take a little bit of time to get used to, like, what is the level of your Execute? How much damage is that going to deal to Gobble? What is the level of your Mountaineer? How much damage is that going to deal to Gobble? In relation to Gobble's level, of course. So now Gobble looks pretty good. We can drop the Mountaineer, and I can also execute the Mountaineer here, so the Mountaineer will be able to potentially get another shot in. And that's 1 shot, that's enough. Now you can either kill the boss or surrender. The job is done. So Vultros was quite easy. I was able to make good use of the towers. But then what about Falstad? I don't like doing this in Falstad nearly as much. I think I needed 3 attempts to do this on Falstad. Because, well, Falstad deals a lot of damage to Gobble, and you only have that one spot where you can drop your Mountaineer. So I just don't think you can achieve the similar level of control over the fight as you can in Vultros, but that doesn't mean the fight is impossible, by no means. Not at all. Although I guess this kill may have been a little bit lucky too, but you'll see that in a moment. So I'm trying to defend a little bit, and I'm trying to get damage into Gobble, and yeah, I don't want that Banshee burn on my base. That sounds really scary. Oh, Gobble is going around. I'm cycling through my deck, trying to get more Jainas and trying to get more Executes, trying to also pick up the chests in the middle, sending another Jaina out there and another Execute on Gobble here. So it can probably take 1 more Execute. Although there's of course the Falstad damage that can be a problem. Let's see, a little bit difficult to evaluate here. But I think 1 more Execute and dropping the Mountaineer. So what I should do here is I should drop the Mountaineer, and that should go upwards. I actually made a mistake here in not dropping it. Because, well, now at latest I should drop the Mountaineer and then Execute. Come on, but instead I do it in the wrong order. And yikes, my Mountaineer is late. And now I really have to hope that nothing is going to hurt Gobble. Okay, Gobble made it through Falstad just barely, thanks to Jaina's interruption. And well, here the Mountaineer is still alive. I had an option there to also execute the Mountaineer, so that Mountaineer would get Bloodlust, so that it might be able to get 2 shots in. But yeah, something like that. It's going around in circles, you try to get it low, and then drop the Mountaineer at the right time to finish it off. Off-slotting minis helps, Mountaineer in boost slot helps. Just maximize Mountaineer damage, minimize the levels, and that is the key. And that's the challenge. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.